So I've been wanting to make a video about this for quite a while now, because I think it's a very interesting topic. Um, but sometimes it's quite hard to make videos about, or to talk about in general, to talk about less tangible things in tango. So let's say it's easier to make a video about a certain piece of music and describe what's happening in the music than it is to talk about some of the more philosophical things in tango dancing itself, not the music but dancing, that can be very vague to express and almost a bit spiritual. But this topic that I came up with is something I really noticed the last few times when I went dancing, and I don't dance very often, but it happened to me every time, and that has to do with a particular feeling I have after dancing. So after I've actually left the milonga, and the day afterwards, and the few days following, um, I can really feel tango, particularly in my chest area, so on my chest, in my chest, and my shoulders. And what I'm feeling there, of course, is the embrace. So this is where you would be focused on the embrace while your legs are moving. I think it's a bit easier to, for example, after you go to this milonga, to really feel in your legs that you've been dancing tango, because you make like the steps and the figures, whatever you do, are based on your legs. So you usually wouldn't be doing that with your upper body. But the great part about tango is how we dance in this close embrace that um, helps us exchange so much between you and the partner. So you're like really connected here. And that's something like mental. So you're connecting to someone else and you're listening to the music. So you're creating like a mental connection. But there's also a very important physical part, uh, where you just get to feel the embrace of this other person. And I feel that I can even feel it now. Like I haven't been dancing for weeks, but um, I can feel still like this kind of feeling that's very hard to describe. But it's like the embrace is present still, and this, it could be an embrace of one person in particular, but usually it's just the combined embraces of people, usually women I dance with, and I can feel that I've held these people for, I've held these women for, uh, whatever it is, 12 minutes, because of the length of a tanda, um, and I can still feel this feeling reflected in my own body for a while, and I think that's a really magical thing about tango, because usually I would describe probably a feeling I have afterwards as something like mental or psychological. I mean, or something maybe you like you feel in your legs, like as in sports, like you feel like you've been active. But the embrace is something so um, particular about tango, and I think it's really beautiful how um, you have this like this lingering, however you pronounce that, feeling like there's something that remains, that is a very magical thing, and it's also a mysterious thing. Like it's um I can, like, it's almost like people talk about addiction to tango, and then in that sense I get like it's almost like you have an addictive feeling here, and that you want to feel again, that you embrace uh people. And what's always funny, that like that's the last thing I want to say about this, what I always find funny about um these days after I dance tango, is that I have a very strong desire to hug everyone. So normally, like in tango nowadays, at least, I'm not sure if it was like that like 10 years ago as well, but I tend to really embrace a lot of people when I greet them, and not only when I dance with them, but I also like I give some men I know, I give them a hug. Like it's really normal. Like it's you get in like Argentine mode, and it's really normal to hug people. But then when you're in like in normal life, that's usually not the case. So it depends on where you live, of course, and who you interact with. And if you're, especially if you're a woman and you're seeing a lot of close friends, you might actually give a lot of hugs. But for me as a guy in this Northern European culture, it's not like super common. So, um, for example, when I go to the gym, I really have to, yeah, constrain myself not to hug everyone there. And of course, there's nothing wrong with doing that, but I don't think everyone would be happy about it. But I guess that just goes to show how interesting tango is and how different we are in what we do from like normal society in most countries. How normal it is to be, especially like hugging someone in this embrace while you dance for 12 minutes, and um, it's just such an amazing thing that is um, that this dance exists where we get to hug people like this, and you get to be intimate in a way that's also uh, yes, not it's in a very decent way. Like it's intimate, but it's also it's never vulgar. And of course, these things can become sexual occasionally if you're really attracted to someone. But generally, it's just like you're you're hugging out of friendship and human warmth. And I think I keep feeling that in my own system days afterwards, because I just like this so much that um, we share something um, that is I think very healthy for people. Like you've probably heard about this, like these hormones you can get, like these. I think it's called oxytocin, like it's cuddle hormone or something. I'm not sure how that's called in English, but um, you um, for example, if you pet a cat or something, or a dog, or you hold someone for 10 seconds, so you're okay. This might be like popular science. I'm not backing this up with statistics right now, but I've heard that like if you do that for like 10 seconds, so your brain starts to release a certain kind of chemical that has to do with this touch. So I guess you're if you're feeling something like this, I guess your body is giving off positive signals like keep doing this, because this is yes, this is honestly good for you. It's wholesome, and it's an addiction that well, maybe it might hurt your purse, but generally it's a very healthy and good addiction. So that's what I want to say in this video, and let me know what you think.